Welcome to the Iron 5. My name is Lance Hatch and I'm the Superintendent of Iron County School District, and today I get to share with you 5 things that are important for people to know about the Iron County School District, what's happening in our district. And today I'm joined with Glen Lyman to discuss a very unique aspect of our district. When I first came over 4 years ago, about 4.5 years ago, I was very surprised to learn that Iron County School District is the owner of a vast art collection. And one of the first things that happened was Glen came over and told me about it and kind of shared with me a little bit about the art in our district. So I'm excited to be able to talk about that today. Thanks for being with me.
Thanks for having me, Superintendent Hatch.
Well, let's start out with number 1. So the Iron County School District has this amazing art collection. Now, can you tell us about how we got this art collection and a little bit of history?
Yeah, sure. It's taken about 100 years to get to where we are right now. We have a vast collection. Right now we have 280 paintings that belong to the district, and they are located throughout various schools. And they're there for everyone to enjoy, teachers and students alike. It all started back in the 1930s when there was a nationwide movement to keep people employed and to spread art, and being artists was part of it. So these artists would go to different communities and have art shows, and the communities would band together and save up their money and purchase things. Now here in Iron County, one of the great legends is that the students themselves saved their money, saved their milk money, and they got to decide and vote on which of the paintings that they wanted to have in their schools. And it was kind of a community endeavor here. So it wasn't just the school district, it was the city of Cedar City, it was also SUU and all of its iterations in the past. And so they collectively kind of worked together to get art into the community.
Wow, so 280 individual pieces of art. That's pretty inspiring. And this week there is an opening at SUMA at the Southern Utah Museum of Art, and they're calling this exhibit the Art for All exhibit. So number 2, tell us a little bit about this. Speaking of the milk jugs, I was able to go to SUMA yesterday and see the exhibit, and it was amazing. But they also had a little recreation of the milk jug idea where you're voting. They told me that they used to vote with the milk jugs by, the kids would bring a penny or whatever and they'd put it in the one that they thought they should buy, and whichever one had got the most coins, that's the one the school would purchase. So that's a pretty cool thing. So tell us about this art exhibit.
Yeah, the Art for All exhibit features 21 paintings that are actually owned by SUU, and there's about 15 paintings that are part of the ICSD collection. They showcase pieces that we've had from the 1930s on up through the turn of the century, and it really highlights the incredible local support that we've had here for the arts. And it's bringing some of these paintings that people haven't seen since they were kids going to elementary school, 50 years ago, bringing it to the public eye for them to remember and also for people to see anew.
So when I went this week, it was fun to listen to them over there at SUMA explaining that, yeah, people have come in and they've been like, hey, I know that painting, that was in my elementary school or whatever. So that's pretty cool. So how did the exhibition come about there at SUU?
Well, it really started a few years ago when a principal in the district found out about a grant to help us kind of do a lot of things with our artwork, like inventory it and get it appraised and have it conserved. And so during that time period, we approached SUMA to see if they would like to do a joint exhibition. They thought it was a great idea. But when you're scheduling things with the museum, they're scheduled out quite a ways in advance. And so it was about a 2-year wait. But we had Dr. Becky Bloom there, who took it on, and she did a lot of historical research about how these paintings came about and where they came from and how they were acquired. A few years ago, the school district actually donated or gifted 12 paintings to SUMA, and so that kind of bonded us together in this action of protecting and saving this artwork. So from there, we just kind of went forward and made it happen.
Okay, wow, thank you. So 2 years of anticipation waiting for this time to display this artwork. So number 4 is who has been involved in bringing this exhibit to fruition beyond the grant and SUMA?
Well, this is the fun part for me that I got to see, and it's had a lot of people involved in it. And as I went from school to school to do the inventory with the Utah Division of Arts and Museums, this is part of the grant, we were able to go from school to school and see what was there. And I was just amazed, because you have certain principals that know every painting in their building, what it's worth, and where it's located, and it's been really good. But you know, I want to acknowledge a lot of other people. There have been teachers who have kind of taken on this protective role. We like to affectionately call all these people the guardian angels of the art. But there are others like administrative secretaries. A big part of it is the custodians and the custodial staff, because they see these paintings that have been taken off a wall years ago and it's in storage somewhere. So we were able to find a lot of those and get those restored and up for visual appreciation now. So it's been a really fun thing to see how these people have stepped up and taken care of the art.
Yeah, apparently there was over the years, art had been tucked here and there, even in a boiler room or something. So these have all been now reclaimed and saved. So lots of people involved there. For those who want to experience this exhibit, can you tell us a little bit about how long it's going to be there and where they can go, and the details about the exhibit?
Yeah, sure. It opened last Saturday, and it's up and available to see through March 7th. It's completely free to the public, and the staff there at SUMA always loves to have groups of students come. So if you're a teacher, really look into taking a group of students over there and getting some rich history of Cedar City and our support of the arts. They do like a little notice ahead of time, and they can set things up and really get a good tour for the age group.
So teachers can bring classes, families can go and visit. It is a wonderful exhibit, and it really is about our local history, and so what a great opportunity for all of us. It's the Art for All exhibit, and it's at the SUMA Museum, and we just invite everybody to come participate and take a look at this art and experience the local history. Thank you for being with us today and for explaining all of this about the art. We do have amazing art. We also would invite people to come to our schools and see the amazing art that's throughout all of the different buildings. It's pretty amazing. It's very unique. I have been in several school districts throughout the state, and I've never seen anything like it, so it's a pretty unique thing.